More on St. John's here. In fact, I'm going to turn this blaring light over the top here. I keep saying I'm going to do it, but I just don't have that much time. There we go. That's a little better. Get some real bad glare going. That's not good. All right, let's hit this. Squeeze out some more Tall Russian blue. Try to use the other two first. Anthony. Okay. I did a good job today after I was done with work. Cleaned out more stuff. I was like, yes, been on the mission to clean out things. I need to, that stuff piles up and time for it to go. Find another place. Okay, go. Let's get going here. I even organize my brushes some more. There they are. Hey. I'm gonna grab one here. Both of heads. Okay. So getting used to where everything is. Just trying to clean things up. Maybe I'll just go with one of these. Yeah, that's probably work. So how are you doing? Just hit it. Blue and white. Oops. Jeez. A little slop there. Waffle. Or Mo, I mean, I keep doing that to you. Mo, how are you doing? Turn that down. Madonna, how are you doing? Okay. Getting out here. Did a lot of straightening up today. I was proud of myself. Did okay. There we go. Got the St. John's Bridge here. Big suspension bridge. Thank you. I got a lot of cleaning up to do on it, and oh, get that there. Hit it hard here. A lot of blue in this one. I mean, some people say, "My God, Mike, you use a lot of blue." Yeah, I know. I think my next painting, I'll go with a different palette a little bit. Maybe go with the earth tones or something. yellows. And where are the unpronounceable blue here? Yeah. It's so weird when you go through I have a kind of a big closet in my art room here where I store a lot of my artwork, and I wanted to organize it so I could put it all in here and managed to do that. And kind of like you go back in time. Oh, I remember when I painted that. Bloody. Get that blue intensity here. Come back in here and start cleaning up the lines. And I get that blue over there, and then we'll get in there doing it. Cleaning up that sky. Now, if I was Bob Ross, I'd have my 2-inch brush going this way. I had bought some 2-inch brushes, and I ended up with half the bristles all over the canvas. Didn't work. Yeah. Might expand my sponge technique more. There we go. Okay, let's go back into that bridge here. I've got to take a look at where things are on here. Because there's a fairly high rail here. Probably to keep vehicles from getting blown over the side of the bridge. So I think it needs to be a little higher. Like about here, I think. Gonna go there. Coming back in here with a Russian blue. I need a and have the Prussian blue song. Yep. So that's going to be the same over here. Let's adjust that. It comes like so, and then down. Because the bridge curves. Okay, doke. Now over here we have I think this needs to be a little closer to here. Yeah. Oh. And then this lower rail here. Come in with a brush, another brush. And she get rid of some stuff that like, well, the one that didn't work out. It is. No, what will get me is that you're like when you sit there and think about it, it's like, gosh, that was that many years ago. That's one thing about the curse of Facebook. It has memory, the memory thing. It has your memories, and sometimes I'm not so sure if I think because you're like, I can't believe that much time has gone by. Okay, this is our speed limit sign over here. Should be about there. Now we have bike sign. Merrick would like that. Get that in there. Bikes on the bridge. And I always look at every piece of artwork is a form of learning too. Even if it didn't sell, even if it wasn't really what you wanted, it's a form of learning. So that's I think that's a positive way of looking at art. Your art that you've done is it gave you new experience. If it didn't work out, that didn't work out. So sometimes that's the only way you find out is it didn't work out by doing. Okay, that's a bike sign here. Merrick would like that. I'm gonna have to rattle Merrick's cage. Where are you? Why aren't you here? You need to give me an excuse right now. It's such a cool bridge. Like I said, it's a Gothic bridge built back early 30s. This is one of those Depression era projects that they built. Roosevelt. You always see his fingerprints on a lot of buildings, even around here. Especially our state parks. We you definitely see Roosevelt era, or some people say Roosevelt. Hey. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm going to be 60 here in just a few days. I don't bend well near as well as I used to. Oh yeah. What is it they say? If you sit down on the ground, when you get older, you have to come up with a way of getting back up again. You have to have a battle plan. How am I going to do this? Oh, yeah, it's truth to that. Dee-dum-bum-bum. Hello, Fatima. How are you doing? That's good. I should do that. That's a good idea. Oh my goodness. I make the old man sound. Oh my goodness. I was in the military. I used to be a push-up king. I could knock out 100 push-ups, no problem. I don't even know if I could knock out a push-up today. My gut would get in the way. I could roll back and forth, I'm sure. Oh goodness. Uh, and one guy that I was uh, stationed with, he could knock out 1,000 push-ups, and he always was smiling. His twin brother held at that time held the Guinness World Record. I don't know how true that is, but I'll take his word for it because I actually had to sit there and count all those darn push-ups. I couldn't believe he could knock out that many push-ups. It's hard to think of him as my age. He was this young thing, and you're just like, yep. Oh, yeah. Life becomes a challenge, but every part of life is something different. So that's how I like. I saw an interview with James Earl Jones, and he thinks Darth Vader voice, and he's now in his 80s, and he was like, every phase of life is different, and he says there's always new challenges and joy. So I thought that was a kind of a cool thing to say. Luke, 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 I'm your father. Did I ever pick the right voice or what for that? Luke. And it's interesting. He said that he was and that's why he talks like he does. He says, I slow it down so I don't start stuttering. So I thought that was interesting. One more. Yeah, ochre. Yes. It's on the highway. Bike's on the bridge. Sign. Every bridge has one. I like that. Sign over. You can sit back because it's a two-way bridge. They're both going both directions here. I know some woodwork is so beautiful, and then they paint over it, and it's like, oh, you know, eh, but fascinating. My sister used to live in a place, and well, her husband was a professor at West Point. And they had a beautiful home that was provided for them, and the woodwork in it was just absolutely amazing. And what was really cool, there was this one room there that was oh, that's all right. That was literally was the carriage room, and that's where you in the late 1800s. That's where you waited for the carriage to come pick you up. I was fascinated by that, but the woodwork in that place was amazing. Bum-ba-dee, ba-dee-da-dum, bum-ba-dum, ba-dee-da-dum. Okay, dope. There you go. I'm gonna start doing the perma here. See some just beautiful wood, and you're just oh, that's all you do is go oh. And it's so funny how that comes in and out of style. Come in here. I saw there's a house in my parents' neighborhood that they stripped the outside of the house all the way down to the bare wood. It was cedar. It was a cedar home, and I was thinking to myself, guys, if you could just stain that or something like that and seal it, that was so beautiful. It would. You couldn't believe it. And then they painted it this nondescript battleship gray. You know. Uh, this is the double line. Don't cross the double line. Get a ticket. We had some sun today, but it's supposed to snow tomorrow. Oh, I tell you, I was going to get some more, try to get some bulbs in, and I just didn't happen. I was trying to get other things. Tomorrow's garbage day, and so I want that garbage can full going out of here because I've been in this big mode of cleaning out things, and you could actually see it. It's like, my gosh, I have space, and not stepping over everything, and oh, it's great. It feels good. There's that bittersweet one. Oh, well, that needs to go. So you make that decision. Then once it's gone, you're like, oh, it's a combination of things. It's just kind of funny. I want to look at the original photograph here real quick. Bear with me. Whoa! And I'm like, oh, wow, where is that? Iowa, or it's like my grandma, who was originally from Iowa, was always called Iowa. Iowa. She was born in, I think, born in Red Oak, Iowa. Anyway. Okay, let's start getting these big. That comes up almost halfway up. There's that first lamp post going in. We're going to clean these all up, but start getting the feel of the thing here. And that goes here. It's lined with a whole bunch of lights. Kind of cool. We have bridges here in Portland that are all lit up in different colors. And I think a couple of the bridges you could actually send in a request for a particular color. I think that's kind of cool. Oh, I don't see Merrick. Is Merrick here? Look, Merrick. Awesome, Merrick. Cool. Mhm. Mhm. Bling, 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 bling. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with a new brush on the V. Here we go, got one right on top here. Hey Mo, we're getting there. A little ways to go, but getting there. And the key is we're gonna have the perma-wet of Portland here. And get these lights in. That's what really draws you into this painting is these lights that are on this bridge. Further away from you, they get smaller. Perma-wet. That's my. I coined that term here in Portland. Perma-wet. The perma-wet season here starts around October and goes all the way until probably close to May, and sometimes longer than that. Is where the pavement is virtually always wet. The only time it's not wet is when we get really cold weather and that dries it out, you know. But our concrete here, because the moisture, the drizzle and the rain that we get is just permanently wet, and I call it perma wet, the perma wet season. It means it's permanently wet. It's like permafrost, except it's wet. It's funny we don't get as much rain as like New York or those places, but we sure in the heck it just doesn't ever get out of its system. That's what it does here. So that's why I coined the term perma-wet. Perma-wet. Or just like when you get put on hold, I call it perma-hold. That's my term, perma-wet. I should copyright that. Perma-wet. It is, and America to testify it. Excuse me. Yeah. Ah, perma-wet. I'm guessing he took this picture probably either in November or some time frame. It's just a guess. Permawit. Okay, we got the sidewalk that goes along here. I gotta have a good time. All right. Bum. You're right. Well, we're starting to get there. Like I said, here in Portland area, moss should be the state tree because it just thrives here. It loves that permawit, and it just, I mean, you get moss that's just like good grief. You think it's going to eat a small child, you know? It's just huge. We do have the largest fungus growth in the world. That's actually in Eastern Oregon, but yeah, several square miles. It's all one creature. Okay, change up brushes here. So we got over here. That won't work. Or maybe that one. Both of them. All righty. Pauline. It's not, you know how you're taught as a child if you're lost in the woods, look for the moss. It's supposed to grow on the north side of a tree. Not here. It's all the way around. You wouldn't have a clue what. Bad advice for here in this part of the country. No. Yeah, here's it goes all the way around the darn tree. I've never seen, and I lived in Tacoma, which isn't that far from here, but I don't know if it's because of the salt water or what. Yeah, those things are moss is a an interesting thing here. I have never seen moss grow like this. I have a young friend that I don't know how he can balance like he does, but he's this tall 6'3" guy, and he cleaned my roof for me a couple of years ago. I don't know how in the heck that guy just up and over the roof, no problem, you know. But Well, he did a good job. It's still moss free. He did a really good job. Next on the freeway, on the bridge. Nobody. Let's see what I said. I'm going to be right in your way. Take the glasses off. On bridge. Yeah, I thought so. All right. Thank you for joining us. Speed. Bonito. Can I come back in here with another brush? Blue. Super early tomorrow, though. Wake up the birds, cuss me out so they go back to bed, to sleep in, get their coffee. Strong presence of M's here. Mavis, Mo, Madonna, Mark. For M. It's starting raining out there. Yeah. Be an interesting trivia question. What is the most pop or what letter is starts most names or where is used in most lanes? That might be my trivia question for tomorrow. Ba-dee-dum, ba-dee-dum, bum-ba-dee, ba-dee-dum. Right. I have no idea. It might be. Yeah, I don't know. Inquiring minds want to know. Uh, the Inquirer was considered a trash magazine. Now it's one of the most factual compared to what we've got today. I miss Walter Cronkite. Bonnie, Bonnie, Bonnie. All the way down. Go. Oh, I was used to always being one of four mics. Now I'm the only mic in the office. Kind of odd. Of course, now I think the most popular boy's name in the United States is Liam, and the most popular girl's name is Olivia. And that's interesting because my niece's name is Olivia. And at that time, when she was named that, it was kind of an odd name, and now it's the most popular name. That and Charlotte, I think it is. I think I think kids will be just one and two. I'll post a picture of this tomorrow at about 4:35. Four to between 4:30 and 5. Yeah, like I said, tonight I have to get my rear end into bed, and I find if I run around trying to get last minute things done, it doesn't. It's terrible for me to sleep. I'm gonna have trouble on this on Wednesday or Thursday. What is this? Tuesday. Oh, I think it's just the body anticipating. Oh God, I gotta get up. I, that's all right. Oh, cool. Cool. Can you imagine what I could have done to poor children with the last name Trap? Ah, right, goodness. Cleaned up and oh, we're making good progress now. The St. John's Bridge. Thank you, Mo. I never know. I never know. I think some of the names that have come back, I don't think anybody anticipated that. I guess everything makes a round. I haven't seen a big comeback for like Henry or something like that yet. I've known two Henrys. Two Henrys, and I know three Georges. Another name you don't see very often anymore. I had a great aunt. I never met her, but they all called her Holly. But her real name was Halloween because she was born on Halloween. And even worse, her middle name was clandestine, so it was Halloween clandestine McCurdy. It was a true story too. Oh, they named her Halloween. Okay, and we're coming up on the magical hour here. I'll be back on tomorrow. It's possible we'll get done with this tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. Think so. That is actually a true story. I'm not kidding you. I never met her, but my grandma Walker, she always liked to tell that one. And then I had a what would he be? One cousin once removed. I think it was my dad's first cousin. I think that's what he'd be. Uh, they all called him Valley, but his name was Valentine. So there you go. clean that up over here. And on that note, people, I'm gonna have to call it here for the night. So you all take care. We've got the St. John's well underway now. So, and the more patterns and shadows and things that you get going, that gets that pavement really nice and wet looking, So, hey, so yes, robust. You take care. Stay safe, stay healthy. I should be back on tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific time right here in Oregon. So I hope to see you tomorrow. Take care. Whoa! That's St. John's Bridge. Well underway. You as well, Madonna. Oh, couldn't help myself. That's all right, Larry. Don't worry about it. We'll hold you to it next time. All right, take care. Bye bye.